Alright, let's get right into it. Today I'm going to show you how I draw heads. So first I start with a circle. Simple. Sketch. Not the greatest circle in the world, but it'll do. Doesn't matter. Then what I usually do is draw a circle line, down the center of it so I know which way my face is facing. And then I kind of want to do like a horizontal line just to show the tilt of where the eye gaze is going to be, basically. And then I want to add like a little corner to the front where the chin goes. Draw a little square or rectangle for the neck, depending how long your neck is. Draw the end of the cheek there, end of where my jawline meets my ear. Draw the ear where the head meets the neck. Gonna extend the top of the head a little bit, give room for the forehead and hair. So usually wherever the eyes are gonna sit, I'll indent. The indent shape will depend on the character and whatnot, how big I want the eyes. I'll place a circle where the nose is gonna go. Then from here, I'll kind of start what I like to call a grid drawing. Just to give shape to where certain parts are gonna go. Start detailing, start giving the character whatever kind of a sense of space to him. To the shoulder, to the arm, a little bit. And I'll show you how to draw heads from different angles in just a second. Placeholder for the eyes go. Brow. Now you don't want to worry about details just yet. Too much, at least. Oh, I like to put in some light details because it's just habit and part of my like thought process. Sometimes I'll draw in a hairline. The hair is gonna go. This little oval here represents the side of the face. Mouth goes here, etc. And that's my basic head. We're gonna put this to the side, and I'm gonna show you how I draw heads in some different angles. Let's do one where the head's looking up. Again, got that center line, but this time my horizontal line is gonna be looking upwards. So I got this like curve to it if I was to draw a line on an actual ball. So now you can already get the sense that this character is kind of looking upward. Now the tip of your chin's gonna be somewhere like right here. So I'm gonna draw the underside of his neck here. When you're drawing different body parts, you want to use basic shapes to start out with, and then work those shapes over time. So I've drawn like his cheekbone here. See, now we can see the underside of his neck. I'm just gonna fill that in a little bit with a shadow. Draw the ear where the head meets the neck again. Now I'm not gonna put too much space towards the top of the head because we're not gonna see that top too much. Nose goes there. Eyes are somewhere here. Your hairline will be somewhere near the top of his head because he's looking up. So, something like that. There's the side of his face. Again, I'm gonna do my little 3D grid. One tip I want to give when you start drawing people is start thinking of your drawings in terms of 3 dimensions, because you want to start thinking about space and how space works, basically. Also, if you guys ever have any questions, I'm usually hanging out on Discord when I'm not working or in between breaks at work. So Discord invite is in the description below. Everyone's free to join. Hit me up. I give art tips, and I also do live streams on Twitch. So that's one looking up. That's a sketch of one looking up. I guess I'll do one looking down. On that other one, I forgot to put the little indent for where his brow meets his eye, then forms into the cheek, and then comes down. It's just a little indent, nothing fancy. Just to show where that jaw is. Now we're gonna look down. Now you're gonna see more at the top of the head. I went straight towards my facial indent. My chin's all the way down here. Back around. Kinda like to shape where the brow meets. I'm gonna draw eyes so you guys can get a better understanding of what I'm trying to convey here. Now that hairline's gonna be like right here. Then down the side, the ear's gonna be here. And the cheek's gonna round off here. The neck is gonna be kind of hidden. Like that. Here's the front of my neck. Side of my neck. Then all of this is the top of their head. That's where the mouth would be. The collarbone. Other shoulder's kind of hidden there. I'm gonna bend this body some. See, I do this front line here, from here to here. Just gives me direction of where I'm facing this body at. Draw his arm down too. Now you see I'm using I kind of do like circles and squares and cylinder shapes, because if you want something that depth, you want to start with basic shapes to plan out what you want to do first. I'll draw a little bit more of the arm. A little more of the body. Not too much. And I'll do the same thing with my little grid work when it comes to the arms too, because when I go add my ink layer and my shadows and stuff, it helps to have those lines there as like a plan. You want to plan before you're finished drawing. Some people go straight in and figure they're gonna have a finished product right at the get-go, but I like to plan everything. You want to plan everything. Let's draw one looking back at us. So we're gonna draw the back of the head. Oops, a little mistake there, but that's okay. So if this is the back of the head, this line here is gonna represent the center of the back of my head. So that's the center. The center is gonna come down to where the top of the head meets the neck. Gonna have the chin's gonna be like right here. Just this little cornered extension. The cylinder for the neck again. So here's the back of that cylinder. Here's the cylinder half. That's the side of the cylinder. That's his neck. Into the shoulder. Into the body some. We're gonna let this line come down. Kind of curve around in to the torso. So the cheek would be here. We're gonna indent it from the side this time. This is where his eyes would be. But you wouldn't be able to see it from there. There's where the ear would be. I'm gonna extend this chin kind of. So it should be sitting in front of the neck and get rid of some of this for clarity. I'll have to put a shadow. Underneath the chin, it'd be something like that. For where the armpit is. Here's his other arm. I'm gonna draw the arms forward in front of the body so you can't really see it. So another thing you want to keep in mind when thinking about death is what parts would be shown, what parts wouldn't. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Oh, of course we need to do a side. Gotta do a side one. I'll do it straight from the side. What I'm going to do is put a line right with the front. This is the tilt. So his nose will be like right here somewhere. You're going to indent here into the brow. Give some room for the brow, give some room for the top of the head. I'll start with a circle that looks almost perfect. The circles are never perfect, and I never try to, because the head isn't perfectly round. So why would you worry too much about making your first circle round? Into the neck, cylinder for the neck. This is the side of the neck. This is the front of the neck. Okay, this is the jaw where the ear meets the neck. Eye would go somewhere here. Eyebrow would go somewhere there. Mouth would go here somewhere. Chin is actually kind of not the chin. Front of his face is kind of long. I'm gonna correct this nose a little bit. There we go. Into the front. Into the shoulder. That circles the shoulder. He has another shoulder over here that's hardly visible. I'm going to shadow it in some into the chest. That's the side of the head. Let's see, what else can I do? That's kind of it. Did a top, did a under. Let's draw one more head. And this time, I'll put a little detail on it. Show an end game to my method. Yeah, that's basically my strategy for when I draw someone's head. And yeah, my sketching is kind of chaotic because when I'm sketching, I focus more on getting the idea down rather than worrying about like proper proportions. I eyeball body proportions kind of while I'm doing it. I have a very cartoony way of doing things too. I don't usually like to draw ultra realistic things. I'm a cartoonist at heart, but also for the neck, I'm gonna sketch in some shadow that I'll fill in later. Sometimes I don't know why other putting in shapes like this circle here. I know the shoulder is gonna go there, but it's habit, and you know what? It's good habit. Give a little wave to his skin, show some muscle tone. Alright, I'm gonna go over this again, and I'm gonna use some darker lines and clean it up some to further illustrate where stuff goes. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and show you what my end product sketches look like. Once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. I drew a very weird nose right there. I don't know why I did that. Do that again. That's there. Highlight for the eyes. Bottom lip. I'm gonna darken in that line, especially in the middle, to show that it opens. Yeah, just basic lines for the eyebrows, I guess. About others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell. Damn. I love drawing ears. So organic, and they can be like, the inner ear can be like so many different shapes. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb from the thirst. We will rise. I'm immersed in this life. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth. Just focus on yourself first. Any old hair strands, just make it messy. Just make it really messy. Look at Tim with his him, her, it. With their bed hair. Come down back a little bit. Why not? I mean, because, you know, why not? Screw it. Yeah. That's how I draw heads. I hope you enjoyed this. See you later.